So during my time on this beautiful place we call the internet, I tend to fall down some 2010s rabbit holes. Pretty often. You all know that. And recently I stumbled upon this absolute gem of a marketing moment that just sent me. We're talking full-on macho soda campaigns, gunmetal gray cans, lasers, jungle explosions, and slogans that basically scream, "Real men don't drink diet." I haven't thought about this stuff since those like weird Dr. Pepper commercials from back in the 2000s came on that were like, "It's not for women." But seriously, it all did get me wondering, what the hell was going on with soda companies in the 2000s and the 2010s? And why were they so desperate to get men to drink low-calorie soda? Well, buckle up, because today we're deep diving headfirst into the weird world of manly sodas. So go grab a snack and sit back as we look back on the wild marketing era that tried to make diet soda for bro culture. Alright, quick context so we're all on the same page. During the early 2000s, the soda industry was in a weird spot. Sugary drinks were getting slammed for making everyone fat, low-carb diets like the Atkins diet were everywhere, and people wanted options that didn't taste like instant regret. At the same time, marketers started to notice a sort of odd trend starting. A ton of guys flat out refused to touch diet soda. Not because of the taste though, but because of the vibe. Diet Coke had become culturally coded as a woman's drink, meaning a lot of men didn't want to be caught sipping something that screamed, "I'm watching my figure." This fear grew so large, it even had a name in marketing circles: gender contamination. Basically meaning once a product gets too strongly associated with one gender, the other one just ghosts it. Women could drink manly stuff no problem, but dudes, no. One sip of something pink or labeled diet, and suddenly you were worried about what your friends and coworkers were going to say. I mean, it's something we still kind of see today, especially with alcoholic drinks. But once soda giants saw the sales data, they pretty much went, okay, we need to fix this without killing our brand. The first swing at the problem came in 2004 with Coca-Cola C2, the mid-calorie cola. It had half the carbs and half the calories as a regular Coke. They marketed it hard during the low-carb craze, with black lettering on the classic red can, Rolling Stones and Queen songs in the ads, and free samples everywhere. It even had a NASCAR paint scheme sometimes. The pitch was simple: half the carbs, half the calories, all the great taste. It was supposed to be the bridge for guys who wanted lighter soda but couldn't stomach the word diet. Literally. The only problem was, the shit tasted like ass, leaving sales to flop hard. By 2005, stores were already figuring out how to get rid of it, and C2 was quietly killed off by 2007. Pepsi had a similar thing with Pepsi Edge around the same time, however this one performed even worse and was dropped even faster. With the overall lesson learned being, dudes didn't want to compromise, they wanted something that didn't feel like a compromise at all. Fast forward to 2011, and we get Dr. Pepper 10. It only had 10 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and all 23 of the original flavors. The can was wrapped in silver bullets and tactical gray coloring, and the slogan for the drink was, quite literally, Dr. Pepper 10, it's not for women. And wow, did the commercials for this drink still live in my head rent-free. Like, it was literally just a guy in the jungle shooting lasers, like, at evil robotic snakes in a solid snake-ass outfit. I don't know, just like watch this.
Hey, ladies. Enjoying the film? Of course not. Because this is our movie! And Dr. Pepper 10 is our soda. It's only 10 manly calories, but with all 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper. It's what guys want, like this. Catchphrase. So you can keep the romantic comedies and lady drinks. We're good. Dr. Pepper 10, it's not for women!
They had a men-only Facebook page with man mints, like "Thou shalt not pucker up, kissy faces are never manly," and a shooting gallery where you blasted high heels and a lipstick. It was so over the top it became an instant meme. Some people called it genius because it got everyone talking, while others called it straight up sexist. And my favorite part is when Dr. Pepper was questioned about the whole thing, they literally said, "Nah, don't worry, girls get the joke." and that 40% of early testers were actually women. But the whole point was clear. If you're a dude who's too insecure to drink Diet Dr. Pepper, here's your permission to sip a form of soda that basically flexes at you. And Dr. Pepper wasn't alone. Coke already learned from C2's flop and launched Coke Zero in 2005. Black can, 0 calories, and 0 diet in the name. The ads were full of football, grilling, and guy humor, with Pepsi Max quickly following suit. Both of them would quietly ditch the heavy gender stuff over time, but the legacy will always be there. By the mid-2010s, the whole manly soda gimmick had mostly run its course. Sales data showed the controversy helped short-term buzz, but long-term, people just wanted something that tasted good and didn't make them feel like they were in a bad 2011 Super Bowl ad. Today in 2026, the gender panic has chilled out, at least a little bit, and Coke Zero is just Coke Zero Sugar now, while Dr. Pepper 10 would be totally phased out by 2021 and just replaced with Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. The industry finally figured out that maybe the best way to sell low-cal soda to men is to stop telling them that it's only for men.
Want to break free?
Looking back, this whole era just feels like peak 2010s absurdity to me. Soda companies were so scared of gender contamination that they built entire ad campaigns around laser battles and bullet cans instead of just making a drink taste good and letting people drink it. And while it was kind of insulting to everyone involved, I mean, it did kind of work for a minute. Dr. Pepper 10 got people talking and put the thought in men's heads that it's okay to drink diet soda. But the real takeaway? Big Soda tried to tell us that the flavor preference was somehow tied to your masculinity, and we all just kind of rolled our eyes and kept drinking we ever wanted to anyway. It's a perfect little time capsule of how brands used to overthink gender to sell us sugar water, which leads us to today, where sodas like Coke Zero and Pepsi Max have actually stuck around and now do pretty well with both men and women. But what do you guys think? Did any of you actually try Dr. Pepper 10 or Coca-Cola C2 when they were around? Or did you always think this marketing stuff was just so dumb and silly like I did a little bit? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading and interacting with you guys. And if you want to see more deep dives like this into discontinued products or weird trends, like literally anything, just make sure to subscribe and stick around so more of them pop up on your homepage. If you got any specific video ideas, feel free to comment them in the comments. I don't know where else you would comment them, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Remember, anything really special, it's just how you look at it. Peace out.
So I'm like, what's up, Gigi? Talked for 4 days, and she said she wanna see me. And if I'm being honest, I was feeling kinda hezzy, but I had to do it cause for real she's like a 10G. So we met in a Subi, and for fucking real, I was higher than a jet stream. Held hands for a bit and got all real cuddly, and that was fucking it. So she got some other place to be. And it makes no